What is up, guys? It's your boy Yo Che Fam, and today we are back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about the match happened today, the Community Shield final between Arsenal and Manchester City. As you guys know, Arsenal beat Manchester City 3-0. They actually destroyed and humbled and embarrassed them today. It was absolutely insane. Arsenal looks like a very, very good team, a team that's ready and hungry to defend their title, and Manchester City looked like they are struggling without Pep, which at the end of the day, you kind of expect. Personally, for me, I think the game was pretty one-sided, especially that second half. The second half, I don't think Man City was good at all. I think the first half, they were doing a little bit of things there, but even though they were down 2-0, and the second half, they just came out there with like no ambition, no nothing to win the Community Shield. I don't know if it's because they think the Community Shield's not a big trophy, or if it's because they've won that shit too many times, or if just they are just bad. For me, I feel like this is a good way to prove yourself for the next season. I feel like Arsenal took advantage of this, and they showed why they are the Premier League champions right now. I want to talk about a couple people from Arsenal and from Manchester City, actually. Start off with Arsenal. I think Arsenal can't get rid of Lewis Skelly. I feel like Lewis Skelly is genuinely an insane player. Like, I love Lewis Skelly as a player, and which is why I wanted him to come to United. I think he's a good player. But I love Lewis Skelly as a player. I think he's really, like, he's a hard worker. He can create chances. He plays like a really good midfielder. He looks like that person you would want in a pivot as well. Not only as a pivot, you can have him at left back too. He's very versatile. So that's the type of player I would love to see at Man United. But obviously he's at Arsenal, and I think Arsenal need to keep him if they want to succeed in the future. Because he's a very young player, 19 years old. There's only brighter days ahead. Another person I would love to talk about is their new left wing signing, Christos. Christos, I think that's his name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not gonna do that. But Christos, wow, this guy is good. I heard a lot about him because I heard that he had the most assists in all of Europe, and he had like I think it was 29 assists last season, which is absolutely insane. By the way, 29 assists is absolutely insane, and I heard he's really good. But it was in the Belgian league, so obviously you don't know how that's gonna translate to the Prem. Since he's came to Arsenal, I think in all the preseason matches he's done at least one goal contribution, and then obviously his first professional real match of the season, he gets 2 assists for Arsenal, and I think he was probably maybe Odegaard was probably up there as one of their best players as well. But he generally looked like a very, very, very good player, a very good signing. And honestly, I feel like this is what Arsenal needed, because I feel like for the past 3, 4, 5 years, they've always been relying on Saka to be the one who creates chances, and then a little bit of Odegaard there to create some chances. But now they have a guy who can create chances for you, and I think he has a shot at him too. So I'm excited to see what he does this season. Hopefully he doesn't do too good, above the Man United players, But hopefully he does good. I hope he has a successful season. I hope he has a successful career at Arsenal, because you never know how long he's going to stay there. Another player I would love to talk about from Arsenal, though, is Martin Odegaard. Last 2 seasons of Odegaard have been atrocious. Like, he doesn't look like himself. But today, he looks like a player. Like, he looked amazing. He looked like he was on the ball today. Like, he actually looked like he is ready for the new season, ready to reinvent himself, ready to show the world why at one point he was being compared with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne. He's ready to show the world that. I hope he continues it for the whole season, but he looked really, really good today, and I was genuinely impressed with it by him. I honestly think if he's playing to the top of his capabilities, Arsenal have a way better team. Because if you have Christos, Odegaard, Saka playing, and Declan Rice playing to the maximum level, the creativity there is going to be absolutely insane. You're going to have a lot of chances for people like Havertz, Gyökeres, Saka, Madueke. It relieves the pressure off of Saka too, I think, and Madueke too, because I feel like Madueke as well, like when Saka was out, he always had to take that role of Saka and have a lot of pressure on him because there wasn't a lot of creative players on the team. It also takes it down from Declan Rice as well, because then you have Odegaard creating for him in that midfield as well. So it's very, very good to see Odegaard performing well for Arsenal fans. Obviously, me as a United fan, I don't like it, but I have to give credit where credit's due. Yeah, I mean, Havertz was doing his thing. I think Havertz, personally for me, I don't think Havertz is amazing, but I think Havertz does the job. I think Havertz fits Arsenal more than Gyökeres fits Arsenal. I'm not a big fan of Havertz, but I feel like he fits Arsenal the way better than Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres isn't really the type of striker Arsenal should have signed. I feel like that's not their type of player, but they went and got him, and hopefully that guy does good. But I feel like Havertz is the one that they need, and the one player that I feel like if every player that's gonna leave Arsenal for the last 3 years, he's the one that can't leave right now. Another player that we have to talk about just because he's the marquee signing. We gotta talk about Bruno Guimaraes. To be honest, I think he was pretty decent today. I don't think he was amazing today. I don't think he was insane today. I just think that he did his job. I don't think he was like showing me anything of what I'm supposed to see. I don't know if it's because he wasn't playing with Declan Rice, but he did show me like good work. I think he's gonna be a good signing for them. Obviously, it's just one match. But I don't think he was amazing. That's all. But it's Bruno Guimaraes. We know he's a good player. I can't wait to see how he performs with Declan Rice. It's either gonna be really bad or really good. That's all I know. But yeah, that's enough for Arsenal today. We're gonna talk about Manchester City. A couple people I want to talk about, but the one I'm gonna start off talking about, the one I'm gonna start off talking about today is Elliot flipping Anderson. If you know me, you know me. I was a big Elliot Anderson fan. Like I loved Elliot Anderson. Like I wanted him to come to United. I was pushing for that. I wanted him to kind of to Man United until I heard about the fee being 116 million. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think he's worth 160 million. I don't think he's worth. I think he's worth at least the most they should have paid. Well, people should be paying for people like Elliot Anderson, 90 million, maybe 100 million. But anything more than that, you just overpaid, in my opinion. Even if it's 102 million, I don't care. You overpaid. He's a good player though. He's a quality player. He's a really good player. This is one game, so I'm not gonna judge him off of one game. But I'm gonna say right now, if this is the performances you're gonna give at being $160 million player, I'm not £1 million player. Wow, that's gonna be really bad. Like I cannot lie to you, Elliot Anderson. And I kind of blame Maresca on this too, because I feel like Maresca gave Kovacic the role to be the guy who everything runs through him, which is not very good. That Elliot Anderson, when he was at Nottingham Forest, everything ran through him. Make him do that. Don't make anyone else do that. That was very stupid by him, I think. But he also didn't have any options because obviously Rodri is going to be going to Barcelona, or I think it's Barcelona. I don't think he's going to Madrid anymore. So yeah, so he had to basically play Elliot Anderson as the guy goes to wide. And even then, like even if Raji was here, it'd be even worse because Raji would definitely be the guy who controls the thing. I'm not too happy about the signing of Anderson yet. I'm not happy at all because I'm not a Man City fan, but I feel like they've put pressure now on a player who doesn't need the pressure. I think Elliot Anderson is a good player, but to put the pressure on him of 116 million pounds, for him to have to perform like that is going to be very hard for him. But I think he's a good player and he can do it. So we have to hope he can do it. Today just was not a really good showing, and it wasn't a good showing of what's to come. It was a very bad showing of what's to come actually. I think if this is how he's gonna perform, Man City have trouble. Not gonna lie to you. The whole Man City team though today. I was gonna talk about some other players, but honestly I don't even know if I can single them out. Like even Nico Riley was not good. I saw Nani Madueke like cooking him half the time. Who else was not good? Oh, Kushinov, man. Kushinov. What Christos did to Kushinov, if that happens in regular season, yeah, Kushinov. I mean, you're not a right back, so I can't really blame you. But all I know is they were putting Lenny Uri right back, and I know what that guy was doing. So I'm not giving you excuses there. Semenyo looks like stiff Boku every time the guy touched the ball. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's actually crazy. He actually looks like he can dribble. I don't know if he's a dribbler. I don't know if he can dribble. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he can play football. But he's not. But he wasn't bad. Like he wasn't horrible. It's just his dribbling to me was just not the best. Erling Haaland, big game ghost of all, like always. Phil Foden, shit. Like Phil Foden's been shit for 3 years, and no one talks about it. It's pissing me off because if this was Marcus Rashford or Kobe Mainoo or even Bruno Fernandes playing shit like this, the whole world would be knowing about this. But the moment it's a player that plays for Man City, plays for Arsenal, plays for Liverpool, we're not talking about this. Honestly, I won't even talk about Arsenal because at least Arsenal, when their players play bad, people talk about it. But Manchester City, no one ever talks about when their players play bad, which is absolutely insane. Semenyo towards the end of the season last year was horrible. No one talks about it. Foden hasn't played. I can't remember the last time Foden played good. Like I generally can't remember it. I can't remember the last time Foden. I think the last time Foden played good was last year October when they versed Man United. I think that was the last time. I could be wrong. It might not even been October, but I know the last time they played Man United and beat Man United, that was the last time I think he played good. He hasn't been good for like a couple, I don't know, like a years now. Like he's not. I don't know what to say about Foden, honestly. And mind you, people are gonna think I'm a hater of Foden. I was a big Foden fan back in back when the guy was winning Player of the Season. I was a Foden fan. I was saying that Foden's good. So I think he should have won Player of the Season. Probably not, but he also probably was the best player that season. But I just don't like that he won it. But I will say definitely that Foden was supposed to be the successor for De Bruyne, and he is not going to be a successor for De Bruyne. Why is Ryan Shirky not starting in this game? Ryan Shirky is the guy who can be the successor to De Bruyne. He might not be a better passer than De Bruyne. He might not be like De Bruyne, but he's the only person in that team that actually has the ability to be a world-class talent, a world-class player. Foden is not world-class anymore. Foden used to be world-class. Foden used to be world-class back when he was getting compared with Saka. Now, Saka has basically overtaken him, I think. And I hope Foden does better. I hope Foden does better for the sake of his career, because I used to be a Foden fan. But what I'm seeing right now, I'm not liking it. But yeah, Manchester City, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think Manchester City will struggle. I think Arsenal has showing us that they might win back-to-back titles. But I think Manchester City will struggle. I'm excited to see how the season goes though, because the season starts on Friday. It's gonna be really exciting to see Man United play on Saturday, so we'll definitely be watching that game. We're going to be doing, guys, Premier League recaps every match week. At the end, we're going to be doing Premier League recaps about every game that we watched. If I watch as many games as I watch, I'm going to basically put them into the recap. Some people might join, and we might not only have Premier League, might have like La Liga, basically different teams. You never know. But yeah, obviously we're going to always be talking about Man United, because we're always going to be watching Man United games. So that one we're going to always talk about. But other games, we're going to probably try our best to talk about, like Arsenal. We're going to try to watch Arsenal games. Definitely going to watch the Arsenal game on Friday. So we're going to get a recap of that one. And probably, I want to say it'll probably be the Sunday. We'll probably get it. So yeah, you guys just got to tune in for that. But if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment which teams you think are going to win the Premier League. And we also have a Premier League prediction video coming out by Tuesday. It will be coming out by Tuesday. So you guys want to tune in for that. But yeah, you guys put your predictions in the comments, and I will look at all of them. But without further ado, I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.